Mount Kailash, a peak wrapped in mystery, worshipped by millions, yet climbed by none. Why is this mountain so sacred? And why is it so heavily restricted today? And beyond the myths, what role does politics play in controlling access to this spiritual heartland? Let's explore the mystery and the geopolitics of Mount Kailash. Located in the remote China-occupied Tibet, under Chinese control, Mount Kailash stands 6,638 meters high. Unlike Mount Everest or K2, Kailash is not known for climbing records. In fact, no human being has ever been officially recorded as reaching its summit. For Hindus, it is believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva, the destroyer and transformer in the Holy Trinity. For Buddhists, it is linked to Demchok or Chakrasambhara, a representation of supreme bliss. For Jains, this is the site where their first Tirthankara, Rishabdev, attained liberation. And for followers of Tibet's ancient Bon religion, Kailash is the spiritual axis of the world. Millions undertake the Kailash Kora, the 52 kilometers trek around the mountain, considered a sacred ritual that can wipe out sins of a lifetime. But no one climbs it. Not because it's impossible, but because it's forbidden. Since Tibet's annexation by China, in 1950, Mount Kailash, too, came under Beijing's control. And here's where politics comes into play. China strictly regulates access to the region, not just for pilgrims, but also for foreign researchers. Why? Partly to control the narrative around Tibet, partly due to India-China tensions, and partly to avoid global attention on Tibet's ongoing cultural and religious suppression. Indian pilgrims, despite deep religious ties, can only access Kailash via Chinese permits and routes sanctioned by Beijing. In 2017, during the Doklam standoff, China even suspended Indian pilgrim visas for Kailash, turning spirituality into a geopolitical bargaining chip. But there's more beneath the surface. China has quietly fortified the Kailash region with dual-use airfields, model villages, and even surface-to-air missile systems, transforming this sacred landscape into a militarized buffer zone near the India-Nepal-Tibet border. China often markets Tibet to tourists, but keeps sensitive areas like Kailash under tight surveillance. Officially, it's to protect religious sentiments. Unofficially, it helps Beijing control access, limit foreign scrutiny, and reinforce its grip on a region it views as both politically sensitive and strategically vital. Interestingly, it's not just pilgrims and believers who are fascinated by Kailash. Even scientists and researchers have been curious for years. They've pointed out the mountain's near-perfect pyramid shape, its strange alignment with other ancient monuments around the world. Then there are all those mysterious legends about time behaving differently near the peak. Locals even talk about pilgrims who age unusually fast, or how electronic devices just stop working when they get too close. None of this has ever been officially proven, of course. But it definitely adds to the mountain's mystery. But here's what really puzzles people. In a world where climbers risk everything to conquer the highest peaks, from Everest to K2, why has no one ever scaled Mount Kailash? Not even the Chinese military, which is stationed all around that region. Is it purely out of religious respect? Or is there something more, something nature itself doesn't want disturbed? Religious reverence aside, some speculate political motives. If China allows or sponsors a summit, it risks global religious backlash from Hindus, Buddhists, and Jains across Asia. For Beijing, it's safer to keep Kailash untouched, sacred, mysterious, and politically quiet. Mount Kailash is more than just rock and ice. It's a symbol of faith, a puzzle of nature, geographical mystery, and a silent witness to the complex politics between Tibet, China, and India. Whether you see it as the home of Shiva, or simply a geological wonder, the mystery of Mount Kailash continues. Not just because of ancient myths or modern politics, but perhaps because some places are meant to remain untouched, preserved by nature's own design.